Okay. Today was Juneteenth. Joe Biden celebrated Juneteenth today by delivering remarks in a way that only Joe Biden can at a historic black church in Texas. And Joe Biden began his remarks about Juneteenth at a historic black church in Texas by coming out. He was introduced. He came out on stage and said, "Hello, Cleveland." He didn't start off his remarks that way, but that's just objectively funny. Hello, Cleveland. Little Spinal Tap moment for Joe Biden. And I would follow that up with if my making that joke at Joe Biden's expense in mid-June 2025 makes you angry, you're part of the problem. Because that's funny. That's objectively funny. And if you're sitting wherever you're sitting right now watching this video and you're just like seething with anger, you're just like seething with anger directed at me because I made that joke about Joe Biden, you are part of the problem. 1,000%. You're the kind of person who would vote for Nancy Pelosi to get reelected in 2026 when she's 89 fucking years old or whatever. You're upset that 85-year-old Steny Hoyer gave up his position in leadership in the House. Hello, Cleveland! He says at a historic black church in Texas. If you can't fucking laugh at that joke, man, if you can't laugh at that joke in June of 2025, you should immediately take down your GoFundMe for whatever cause you are promoting a GoFundMe, because we all know that every single one of you people has a GoFundMe that you're promoting for some reason or another. and the rest of us normal people with normal senses of humor are going to laugh at that joke because it's objectively funny in June of 2025. And so all the cool kids are going to be over here laughing at all of you purity test people because you are fucking insufferable. 1,000%. You are the most insufferable people I've ever encountered in my entire life. There was another video that I wanted to make earlier tonight that I knew was a bad idea. It was such a bad idea. Oh my God, it was such a bad idea. I was like, oh, I really want to make that video. And I ran it past my brother and he was like, please don't. And I was like, no, I already decided not to, but I mean, he's like, just, can you not? I'm like, but it would. So I didn't make that one. And instead, I tried to find something to eat in my apartment. I thought that I didn't have any food until I opened up the cupboards where I've been like borderline, prepping for Armageddon. And that's where I keep all my Kraft macaroni and cheese and all my spices on the bottom shelf. And I have multiple boxes of different Rice-A-Roni products, and I had a few boxes of Rice-A-Roni long grain wild rice. And the beautiful thing about Rice-A-Roni long grain wild rice is it has 4 ingredients, and they give you 2 of them in the box. They give you the rice, and then they give you the spice packet. And then what do you have to add? Water. It's like, I have water because I have reached a certain station in life where I have indoor plumbing, and that includes water. And what's the 4th ingredient? Butter. That's right. And, being somewhat of a butter snob, I had some Kerrygold Irish butter, because somehow their marketing department has convinced me that if the butter that I am consuming comes from Ireland, that is like the best butter that's available anywhere on the planet. I have absolutely no idea whether or not that's true. But, it's like there's the packaging, and it's like, oh, I feel like I'm in Ireland. I'm in the moors with the moops. And, so I made a box of Rice-A-Roni, long grain, wild rice. There you go. With we had the rice, we had the spice packet, we had some water, which I have since I can afford indoor plumbing. And then we added the fancy butter, the Kerrygold Irish butter, which, I'm part Irish, and so it's like maybe it's who the fuck knows, man. But it's only 4 ingredients, and, But again, I mean, it's like whatever that Joe Biden joke that I made 7 minutes ago that I have now forgotten, which was absolutely amazing and fucking hilarious. It's like, if you can't laugh at that in June of 2025, and if that joke makes you angry, nobody likes you. Literally, not one single person likes you. Yeah. And you are in the same, you're in the same batch of people who blocked and made dozens of videos about me a year ago and launched a campaign to get me booted off of this app a year ago after the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, when 10 minutes into it, I made a TikTok saying, he's fucked. We beat Medicare? What the fuck is that? And you were like, I'm angry at Hawk. But anyway, I highly recommend the Rice-A-Roni long grain wild rice with Kerrygold butter. It's so good. It's so yummy. Best late night snack ever, man. It is so good. I highly recommend. But anyway, tomorrow's Friday. It's the weekend. I hope everybody has fun this weekend and stays safe. Please, please, please be safe this weekend, and do not talk to cops ever.